Alrighty guys, this is the VVAC channel, and today we're off reviewing more of my little 1/18 scale diecast cars. And the very first car we're going to review today is this little fella here, Maisto's Mercedes-Benz CLS-Class, which I think is a very beautiful sedan. So let's get started with the review right away. This is my first model I bought in Korea after my trip in America. I saw this one in Costco wholesale for $19, and I thought it was a really beautiful car, and I just had to buy it, you know. Although I don't really like sedans, I thought this one was much too beautiful to miss. So let's get started. Like most of my models, this car is from the brand of Maisto, and so far the quality is not the best, but this model has been done very beautifully. What I mean is that the Mercedes-Benz Starship on the hood, as you can see here, is printed on stickers. I can't get blurry. I can't get closer. It gets blurry, but it's sticker, not just painted on. And the Mercedes-Benz grills here, they're made out of this chrome. The Starship is kind of crooked, but as you can see, it's made in through, which is quite nice. Now, just as a tip, how to tell expensive diecast cars from cheap diecast cars is you look at the chrome finishings and tell. I mean, you can see that this car's chrome wears off easily, and it changes colors. Well, let's say vary as it goes up through the ages, so you can tell this one's pretty cheap, but I think it's done beautifully. They used significant amount of chrome, and they did a really good job on this car. Now the headlights are pretty well made, considering that they only have one pegs in the edge right here. If you can get closer to that. No, we can't. Yeah. It's very cleanly made with lesser pegs, but it isn't very clear, as you can see here. It's not very clear. It's kind of yellowish, which is a little bit disappointing. The little fog lights down here are made out of plastic, which is quite good because Maisto has an irritating little habit of just painting on the fog lights, but you can see they definitely trying to improve the quality here, which is quite nice. Although the finishing isn't really great, it's beautiful for this price, the $19. I believe you can get this car for around $30 anywhere. And then the plastic grills down here, if you can get closer, are in one piece. They're not made in through, but it's very nice. Let's open the hood. Unfortunately, my CLS is a little bit old. Well, not really old, but the hood doesn't stay up, so I'll have to lift it up. This car's engine you can't see well because it's so dark here, but it's expressed very well, although it is just made in one piece. I don't know if you can see that. It's made in one piece, but as you can see here, it's very well detailed. I mean, if you look at that, there's Mercedes-Benz huge slab out there and all of that, but overall, it's very nice. You can see, it's nice. Now, another compliment on the company Maisto is that they also have an irritating little habit for making the engine in one pieces, but still I think this car is done very well. And let's take her over to the side, which is the thing I'm most pumped about. As you can see, the lines on this car is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. And this metallic gray paint job, it's gorgeous. This car is really gorgeous. I just love it. The rims, if you can get it closer, are detailed very well. Simple but well, if you can get it like that. And the disc brakes are also expressed very well. It is Mercedes-Benz, very clear there if you can get it closer. The Starship and the wheel locks are also expressed very well, which I guess is very nice. And I have to admit, the lines look absolutely gorgeous in this car. It's so beautiful. And then here we have the door handles, which are made out of chrome. which is quite good because Maisto usually just paints them on or something like that. You can see that they've definitely tried to improve the quality on this car. Although you can't really open it because, as you can see here, the door handles are a little bit knobbly, and if you pull them, they might break. It's still very nice to have them. And also this car, as you know, Maisto cars only have 2 opening doors usually, but this one has 4 along with the Hummer series, which is quite nice. And I can tell you the inside is very, very nice also, if you can get it through like that. It's beautiful. You can take a look at there. You can't see it well because it's dark, but wow, it's really, really beautiful. It's kind of beech wood, I think, in the handles and the, what do you call it, dashboard. If you can take her here, you can see better, hopefully. You can see that the wood is expressed very, very beautifully. And these beige seats, as you can see here, are very, very nice. They're very, very comfortable looking, since they have these little wrinkles in them, if you can get it closer. Yeah, wrinkles. So this car is very, very well detailed in my opinion, and the color itself goes along very, very well with the car. And it has these little tiny details on the steering wheel and right here, which is very, very nice indeed. I just love this car. So that's the side, my favorite part. It's very, very nice. Look at that paint job. It's beautiful. I'm looking forward to having the navy one too, because that one also has a very, very beautiful red interior, but we'll see. I mean, there's a lot of models to buy. Let's go over to the back, and I call this car a masterpiece because these lines, the soft lines inside, just goes smoothly up to the ass. As you can see, it's very, very nice. It's really, really round, whatever you like to call it. The rear lamps have huge pegs in them, which is quite disappointing, but still, it's quite nice. And Mercedes logo and this little trunk handle is painted on. I wish they were made out of chrome, but unfortunately they didn't make that happen. They use chrome for the mufflers also, which looks very, very nice, since the finishing is really, really great. Usually Maisto cars have really bad finishing with chromes, but you can see it's very, very nicely made. And I compliment again, the paint job is really, really beautiful on this thing. You have to be careful with here because it can break off easily. You can see it's very, very thin. Let's open the trunk up. Unfortunately, my Mercedes, the trunk doesn't stick up well too. So I think, yeah, it worked. The trunk is also in this yellowish interior, but you can't see well because the light is so dark. And as you just heard with the sound, the trunk is very, very roomy. And as I was saying, as you heard with the sound, the trunk is very, very heavy. It feels heavy. And overall, this car feels pretty heavy for a Maisto car. It's heavy. It's beautiful if you look at that view. It's beautiful. So, and let's take her to the bottom. There's Maisto's Mercedes-Benz CLS, and they use chrome to express the pipes. Wow, I really love these patterns here. It's a beautiful car. So that was it, the Mercedes-Benz CLS by Maisto. I really love this car, and I like to give it very high ratings because this metallic gray paint job is absolutely beautiful, and the detail in this thing is also very, very great. So be sure to check this car out because it's very, very nice. And if you want even better quality than this car, then I must recommend that you buy a Gyosho one. But for the price, this car has satisfied me very, very much, and I recommend it to you guys. So that was the review, and since I haven't checked in for 2 weeks or so, I'm gonna probably make a few more, so I shall see you then. So thank you so much for watching, and bye.